Hello and welcome to Vault Holocron. I'm Jonathan and today we will be discussing Agen Kolar from the prequels. Agen Kolar was a Zabrak Jedi from Coruscant who appeared in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. He is an amazing Jedi, but quite underrepresented in Star Wars canon. So let's get into why Agen Kolar deserves more credit. First off, I'm covering Agen Kolar's appearance in the Battle of Geonosis. In Attack of the Clones, many Jedi flew to Geonosis to attack the Separatists and rescue Anakin, Padme and Kenobi, and Kolar was one of those Jedi. This was a courageous thing for Kolar to do, bearing in mind the Battle of Geonosis was not at all an easy fight. But Kolar did it anyway, rushing into battle and slaying battle droids. Kolar actually survived this battle as well, which is a clear show of his power, as the Battle of Geonosis was deadly, killing many Jedi, and therefore Kolar deserves respect for it. Following on from my previous point, Agen Kolar had a Padawan, and this Padawan fought in the Battle of Geonosis. Before I even get into the Battle of Geonosis though, I'd like to mention that having a Padawan in the first place is a great show of character. It shows that Kolar had made a commitment to training his Padawan, Tan Yusta, and represents the selfless, caring way of the Jedi, helping a younger Jedi to rise through the ranks. Anyway, Tan Yusta fought in the Battle of Geonosis alongside Agen Kolar and many other Jedi, slaying battle droids. However, he sadly died after being overwhelmed by a group of super battle droids. Agen Kolar must have been distraught to find this out, losing someone so near to him, a young Padawan who had never finished their journey. But did that stop him? Did he back down from the Jedi way? No, he only rose up the ranks further. Agen Kolar had the determination to keep going. This doesn't mean he tried to forget his Padawan though, as he actually carried Yusta's crystal in his own lightsaber all the way to his death. He even used the crystal when fighting Palpatine, as you can see from the blue blade, which is different to the green blade he had in Attack of the Clones. This tribute shows he always remembered his Padawan, and how he, despite losing Yusta, always carried a piece of him in his future journeys and battles. Next up, I'm covering Agen Kolar's achievement of reaching the rank of Master and also Council member. Agen Kolar clearly had a lot of commitment, determination and skill, having reached these two ranks throughout his life, showing that despite his quick and unfortunate death to Palpatine, he was still an amazing Jedi. To be a Jedi Master, there were specific requirements, which basically meant that only once a Jedi was very wise and powerful would they receive the rank. Jedi Masters had to be good, as they were chosen for the rank by the Grand Master, which in Kolar's case was Yoda. Also, Masters were expected to explore the Force in their own way, with their own personal studies, and therefore it was important that the Jedi who had already become greatly skilled in the Force and the ways of the Jedi would reach the rank, as other Jedi might struggle more with this side of the rank. It's also extremely impressive that he reached the Jedi Council, as with only 12 members, only the best of the best Jedi could ever make it there. Therefore it's clear to see how much more credit he deserves based off of how far he came as a Jedi, reaching two absolutely amazing ranks. Finally, I'm going to discuss Kolar's final battle, his fight against Palpatine, aka Darth Sidious. When watching Revenge of the Sith, it is really easy to look at this fight and completely disregard Kolar. After all, he was the first to die, and he didn't even get a swing in on the Sith Lord. But I believe that he is so much better than he appears to be in this scene. When considering this scene, you must remember that Kolar and the other Jedi were walking into the hardest fights of their lives. This is a massive task to undertake, and yet Kolar did it, with very little time to prepare as well. The amount of courage and determination it must have taken to even stand by as Windu declared Palpatine under arrest must have been immense, and yet Kolar did it. You've also got to take into account the fact that as far as we know, Kolar had never faced the Sith before, only heard the stories of the battles. On top of this, these battles were almost all between very powerful Jedi and Sith, with the Sith being fought only being the apprentice and not the master, as they were going in to face. Also, because the elusive Darth Sidious had only just revealed himself, none of the Jedi had truly fought him before, unless you include Yoda in the dreamlike sequence he had on the Sith homeworld of Moraband. Yoda wasn't in this fight though, and I'd say it's quite likely that fight wasn't nearly enough to prepare even Yoda for just how powerful Sidious was. This shows that Agen Kolar and the other Jedi Masters had absolutely no idea what they were letting themselves in for, not even knowing what skills and abilities Palpatine had, and therefore not knowing the best way to combat them. The scream Palpatine let off and the spin would also have confused them and left them vulnerable, as they would have been very unsure of what Palpatine was doing. Everything in the fight happened so quickly as well, with Agen Kolar not getting the time to adjust to the speed of Palpatine before his tragic death. So yeah, I'd say this fight doesn't in fact show incompetence or a lack of skill, but instead just how amazing of a Jedi and character Agen Kolar was. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you respect Agen Kolar at least that little bit more now, and we hope to see you later at Vault Holocron.